lurking in the dark night, pale porcelain skin and alluring beauty, the stench of 1,000 years of decay, with the coldness of an unbeating heart, its mouth dry with an unquenchable bloody thirst, with the piercing eyes of a hunter, counting one by one its prey. A hooded green chap appears, cracking his whip, as the old lassie with the flowing cape and big booty reaches into the arcane, while Dracula stares into your soul, looming in the distance. His hell fury will thrash you and slash you back into Trance Castle, Pennsylvania. Our hero, Antonio Bell Paisley, wielding his trusty sausage link, slashes at Dracula's little winged leeches. It's kind of weak, but the blue gems contain in Dracula's demonic power, leveling up our weaponry. Ah, Santa Claus's blue piss, a delectable treat, raining down from the heavens, zones that protect. White Dove, our bird guardian, firing white light that purges the darkness. A wand of fire. It shoots fire. But my weaponry, it's not strong enough for the oncoming hordes of the night. Stay back, you miscreants. Stay back! Once upon a time, there was a guy who was seriously fucked up. A slave to his pleasures, a gambling-addicted degenerate. He had these little monkeys in his head telling him to drink his little alcohol and play these dumbass games. Loop-de-goddamn loop, getting numbers to go up. What he loved about it was that feeling of progression, the building, the acquiring more. He also liked that novelty of seeing wild and crazy shit, and then fucking such shit up. He had these bugs crawling under his skin, so he followed that itch wherever it crawled down the rabbit hole. He looked for titillating titles that tickled his brainstem. But strangely, what was charming to him was these pure and simple games. You see, he was incapacitated in the skull region. That's why he loved these little games. He could play them with his 2 remaining brain cells. And Kairosoft, that was his descent into madness. Games designed by goddamn Nazi scientists to be as addicting as humanly possible. In a cute little package, of course. So cheap. What a deal, he told himself. He built up his masterpiece, piece by piece, level by level, massing his bountiful stash. Come to me, my precious, into my tiny flea circus and shop, my little ones. And they did. And where in all this pixelated depravity did he end up? Finding a gem. Tesla versus Lovecraft, the grandfather of our little vampire story. Yeah, that's Nikola Tesla and horror fiction writer H.P. Lovecraft. What a strange combination.
There is no time to waste. Shut down the warning clip! Shut it down now! No!
The weapons, the abilities, the gameplay loop. It felt familiar somehow. The adrenaline, the power, it delighted him deeply. He wanted to achieve much, but it was the journey that beckoned. Because when you are weak, you hunger to be strong, and in that moment, he was so pleased.
Look at this shit. Yeah.
So learn from his sins, like smoking and vampires. These things drained his blood, his time, his soul. By the way, this man, Luca Galante, the mastermind behind this, what was his previous employment? That's right, a developer for the gambling industry. Surprise, surprise. No wonder this game spoke to him like it did. But what's the point here? What is he getting at? He's urging you, ladies and gentlemen, with the kindest of hearts. Don't play this fucking game. Come back. Come back. Come back here. Yeah, you thought I was gone. You thought you could keep me away with your will, your fortitude, your discipline. Just know, the dark never sleeps, bitch. It's been goddamn months, man. I can't get this thing out of my head. I have to play some Vampire Survive. It wasn't the same back then. Back then, I had nothing. But I was entrapped in this demonic cycle. Back then, my team was small, my weapons meager, and I was weak. Yet, I knew that I had to fight to survive this endless onslaught, find this goddamn weirdo, and end this loop. So I embarked on this journey across foreign lands, enchanted forests with strange fauna, infernal towers filled with wicked creations, the home of an ancient clan at the base of a windswept mountain, a dairy factory filled with moo-moo cows. And I collected many of Dracula's gems, sapphires, emeralds, rubies, lapis lazuli, maybe crystallized Santa urine. I don't know, but they gave me power. And to spend them, I played into his diabolical 3-card Monty. Where's the other bird, man? What's the goddamn blue gun? And I plundered chests for mighty rewards, finding dopamine. I mean, the catalysts to transform my ordinary weapons into deadly killing tools. And through my travels, I found loyal members locked away in their tombs to join my burgeoning tribe. But when death inevitably took me, time and time again, I used the gold I pillaged from the corpses of my enemies to purchase them Gucci, Louis bags, man, from my local French boutique, and I threw myself back into that dreaded arena. I fought like I was already dead. Blood and bones to my knees, bird shit in my eyes. Even death himself knelt at my feet. But the question in his mind burned brighter and brighter. Where the fuck was Dracula, man? The one that kept him in his tormented lands. I hate this video. You know when you look back on something and you realize it's complete dog? But the devil promised me something nice, and I really want it. What would you have me do? He searched far and wide, but he was nowhere to be found. A mirage of his imagination. A laughing demon in his head. He felt the meaning flow away, carried by the golden sands of time. Yet, the past was never in the past. Its weight is always present. This mother-sucking, red-eyed fiend, never satiated, never gratified. I'm always trying to claw its way free. He was tired. Still, he couldn't stop. It was calling his name. Spark. Fire. dark. What was the reason? What's the reason for fire? To burn! You sick animals! Come at me! Your scorn is my fuel!
This is a
Pain
Walmart.
is my spark!
Why are you
We
yelling?
do what
You
we
haven't paid for
must
your eggs.
to survive! A monster of the night, Mr. Hyde of the day. Understand, they're you. I've been long plagued by visions, memories too painful to touch. My instinct was to run, yet your mind is where they spawn. Creatures of your fears, your apathy, your guilt, gnawing at your soul, death by 1,000 cuts. Then how are we supposed to survive? Bitch, you already know. You just lack the courage to get this done. I don't have the strength to go on. I can't find my spark. Oh, you already possess it. Locked behind the walls of your ego, hidden inside feelings you would rather not face. I can grant you what you seek. And what's your price? Pain. A lot of it. A function of your regret, multiplied by time. That is the fee. Do you incur? I do. So feel your pain. Embrace your anger. Face your shame. Bathe in it. I can't. You can. Your breath. Deep. Slow. To your core. This is just the beginning. Again.